Hey guys, it's Udi. Let's create this sound. Okay, let's get started with something pretty blank. So in Quadra, we have the init basic no arp and init basic arp. So I've selected basic no arp just to get you going with just, nothing, just this strat here. So this is how it sounds. And it sounds pretty cool as it is. And what I can do now is go into the arpeggiator page, and I'm going to just click A, arp, and we have the init phraser. So this creates phrases. So let's turn it on and see what we get. I mean, that's just the init preset. So this is way too much. I want to have something more delicate. So what I can do is either create my own. Okay, so you can just zero everything out, no sound at all, and then get few steps here. And we can definitely create our own setting here in terms of number of steps. For example, we can go for 4 steps, and that will be repeated. And then we can also do a lot of other things. So I can limit the maximum velocity here, and also select different types of the phraser here. So I have basic, harmonized, and chord. So I'm gonna just go for 5th. So it's gonna be something like this. And I can get this. Right, pretty nice. And we can add some more, just something like this. And now let's get 16 steps. Right, and we can also play with the pitch and with octaves. So for example, I can create like melodies here. So I can have this just go 4, and this one will be 6. Let's hear how this sounds. And we can also pitch this 4, and I can have this one an octave higher. Now let's add the Euclidean emphasis, and just as it is, let's listen to what we've got. I'm going for about 50% here. So you can already hear that it's way too low. It adds a lot of low hits. So I'm going to octave this 2 octaves up. Cool, and then I can actually add some MIDI effects. So right now we have Midi Delay, and I can do a bit of pitch drifting here. But that's a bit too much, so I'm going for quarters, and the ramp will be slower. Cool, so let's go back to our main view and add another instrument here. So I'm going to unmute this one, and this is how it sounds. Let's solo B. Cool, but let's try something else. So let's go for classical strings, and I'm going for the harp harmonies. And this time I'm going into, let's go into B, and I'm going to try out some of the presets in the arpeggiator. So I'm going for complex, and let's try this alpha dance just, for kicks. And as you can see, we're using all 16 4 steps. We have the 4 pages, each one with 16 steps. And we have some other settings here like panning, repeats. So this is a pretty, I would say, complex sequence here. Let's hear them together. Let's hear both A and B. So together, both of them is, creating pretty complex sequences. So what I'm going to do in layer C is I'm going to, let's solo that. I'm going to select something that will be, just here and there, some sparse notes, just to get things nice and, moving. So I'm going to select the sound here. So we have presets. These presets will give us, baked settings, but I really don't want to have that. So I'm going to for init harmonics, and then I'm going for, again, going for the sound. I'm going for classical strings and get back to harp harmonics. Let's go into the arpeggiator, and let's try and find something just very basic, like maybe bass lines or a bass line, and I'll go for this one. Turn it on. So although this is not a bass instrument, I can definitely use the bass patterns here just to create something that is more delicate. And I can definitely also go back to sound and turn this 1 octave down. Now, in terms of the levels, this is way too much, so I'm going to get this way back. Now let's get everything together, A, B, and C. And let's solo each one separately. And we can definitely hear that the A layer is just way too much. So what I can do is I can quiet it down, or maybe redo this, just less notes here. Maybe something like this. And I can go to sound and again, levels a bit down, and even turn the attack so it will be not so in your face and not so plucky. And now let's hear everything together. Cool. So next I'm going for layer D, and what I'm going to do is try and do something melodic. So all A, B, and C are all arpeggiated. So let's try and have layer D without the arpeggiator. So I'm going to select the sound. Let's try to go for synthetic, analog, and or modeled. Let's try this one. So I have no idea. I'm just going, you know, for whatever. Let's listen. And the octaves is already set 1 octave down. And we have unison. And I can see that we already have tremolo turned on here, and this goes, I mean, you can control it with the mod wheel, and we can add some chorus. Now let's listen to everything together. Going back to the main view. So what we can see is that the sound for layer D is just not, we can't really hear it. So what we can do is we can definitely grab this XY pad and just do this. And what I can also do, and again, this is just a demonstration just to get you going. What I can do is I can limit the keys here. So for example, I want to be able to play layer D on the high keys while everything else is running on the low keys. So it's not clashing. And I can do this very easily, just dragging down here all the other layers, and this one as well. And now right, and if, to be honest, I'm not feeling that this is the best sound. The guitar monics, this is what I'm looking for. So maybe let's try something else. Let's try fake pizzicato. Let's try this one. So you can already hear that when I'm playing the high notes here, I don't get any sounds from the other layers. So this is pretty cool. All right, and again, bad choice. So let's try something completely different. Let's go for world sounds here. Let's get the electric mandolin muted. But I'm playing the high notes, and I mean, it's way too high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this like to -1. And let's have much more reverb, delay. And again, we can try something else. Let's try another sound for this melodic instrument. So I can go back to electric guitars, get the Strat muted short. Let's try a harmonic pick. Right, so that's the idea, and I'm just, just playing around here with Quadra, and you can do a lot more, and you can just go round and round and try and tweak and change the arpeggiators until you get exactly what you're looking for. So that's the examples. I think we touch few things here with Quadra. First of all, We saw how to tweak some of the sounds, the arpeggiators, and we also messed around with the XY pad. We messed around with the key ranges and experimented with some sound. So I really hope this was helpful for you, and I'll do some more. I'm just improvising on the spot here, so maybe we'll do some more. And that's it. So if you like this video, of course, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm uploading new videos all the time. And let me know in the comments, what else do you want to learn about Quadra, or maybe anything else by UVI. So if there's anything else, I have Falcon, we can do some Falcon. I have some other instruments, and definitely if I'll get enough requests, I'll go back to UVI and see what we can do. So if you want to learn more about UVI stuff, let me know right now in the comments. And that's it. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you very, very much. Bye bye.